Well, I'm gonna say Vanellope because Vanellope seems to understand the internet a little better than Ralph. And Ralph, he often makes innocent mistakes, but sometimes they turn into big messes. So, eat my weight. Wow. Now I'm doing a technical calculation. I think it would be fewer milkshakes because milkshakes weigh more than pancakes. I'm gonna say milkshakes, even though that would be a lot of milk to ingest. I think getting rich, there's more of a future in it. Things that go viral tend to get unviral as fast as they became viral. That's a choice between the real world and the virtual world. I think I'd have to choose the arcade. Oh, a lift from Shank. She seems like a great driver. And it's Gal Gadot. I would rather have no Wi-Fi because you'd end up playing a lot more games. Every time the power goes out at my house and we lose Wi-Fi, we end up like, you know, sitting around the candlelight playing cards and stuff like that. I play checkers, I play chess, I play cards. No, I don't really, I played video games when I was a kid, back when you had to put a quarter in the machine in order to play, and somehow that was like more exciting. The idea that you could just play a game over and over and over and there's no real, like, you know, there's no big consequence if you lose. I sort of lost interest in video games when they became like that. Oh, interesting. I think the Disney princesses, they seem like a fun group. And the way that they worked together in the film was really cool. And they have all those special powers. You know, every time we get into the recording studio, it's really funny. That's what we're trying to make a comedy. So we all share a sense of humor, Sarah, Rich, and Phil and I. You know, it's funny because there's so much funny stuff that happens. The days that you end up remembering are the emotional days. You know, the days that are not just all laughs, you know, because there's some really cool, very heartfelt, emotional things that happen between Sarah's character and mine in this one. Yeah, we record together. I record with everyone together. That was one of the sort of prerequisites for doing the first movie. Because I'd heard that in animated movies, oftentimes actors don't work in the same room. And I thought, wow, that's a huge missed opportunity there. Because you can find so much through improvisation and through connecting with people. So yeah, Sarah and I are in the room together. We're looking right into each other's eyes when we're talking. And you know, the reason that more movies don't do that is because it's kind of a technical challenge. You still have to separate the voices. So they put these sort of glass shields in front of us to keep my voice from ending up in Sarah's microphone and vice versa. There are so many of these things that you're talking about, little inside jokes and internet jokes. I really like the idea that the filmmakers went with on the movie where the internet, they think of it as like an ancient city like Rome. So there's this layer that's the current day, and then just beyond, you know, underneath that is, you know, 10 years ago, below that 30 years, 40 years, et cetera, until you get to the bottom, which is like no internet, I guess. Yeah, so Knowsmore being like a throwback character, like a discarded search engine. I think that's a really funny idea that, you know, MySpace is still out there somewhere underneath the piles of Facebook. You know what the cool thing about that is? For audiences, they get this really funny little thing at the very end of the credits. For the people that made the movie, it means that you stayed for the credits and you got to see who worked on the movie. So people who worked on the movie really appreciate that Easter egg.